Hello Pisces, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie and this is your September monthly reading. Today I'm going to pull a Celtic cross spread and we'll close it off with an oracle card for the Piscean collective. Keep in mind, these are general readings. Take only what resonates. You can check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node for additional context and texture. And be sure to check out the description box below if you're interested in going deeper into a personal reading with me one-on-one, or giving a donation, which I truly appreciate, or connecting on social media. I do a lot of fun things on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and I would love to see you there. Now, normally I have Blazer the Morky here, but he has gone somewhere else right now because it's a time where everybody's getting home. He gets really excitable, and so maybe he'll be back. It's also storming outside, so I don't know what's going on. As you can see, I'm in the Virgo Virgin energies here, all dressed in the pure white and just embodying and wishing all the Virgos a happy Virgo season and a happy birthday. And I'm having fun doing that. So the readings are deep and serious, but the costumes are fun. Let's get into it for you Pisces, because you always really crank up the depth. You're starting us off right off the bat with a message of completion. You have the world here, and something big has come to its close. The cycle is closed. This feels harmonious to me, feels like a good closure. It is crossed and challenged by the Magician, however. So even though something is completed and closed, I think you might still be figuring out what lessons and learnings that you were supposed to take away from that cycle, whatever it was. And that's okay. You might be putting a little pressure on yourself to try to manifest all the answers really quickly. Don't worry about that. These things will become more and more clear as you move farther and farther away from this completion. In your needed focus area, you have the Nine of Cups. This is about you really celebrating what you've done, and maybe even celebrating the closure of this cycle and what you know you have accomplished. So first focus on what you know you've accomplished and the good things, the golden nuggets that have come from what you have accomplished, what you have closed out as this whole cycle comes to an end. And I get this sense of gratitude. I get this really big sense of gratitude that you don't want to miss out on. You want to be sure to embrace that. That's why it's in your needed focus. So now would be a good time for Pisces to do their little gratitude exercise. Every morning, just 3 things you're grateful for. Put them down, put them up on your mirror, write them down, whatever you want to do. Speak them into the universe, sing them into the universe. Be a really nice practice for you right now. In your past, you're showing me the Eight of Swords. This is an energy of where whatever has closed out in the past, it tended to have, the cycle tended to encourage a lot of self-victimization and entrapment. So you could be really ending a big cycle of belief and thought, maybe passed down through generational ancestry, something like that, and you're releasing that. It's an important part of your past because you're releasing and you're overcoming it. Moving into your future, you have the Nine of Swords. So you're coming from the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. That's a natural progression. There could be a bit of anxiety in this because, again, a cycle is ending. So you're on new territory. You're in new ground. You may be in a new place. You may have moved. You may be in a totally new situation. And so you may be feeling a little bit off because of that. And this has to do with letting go, because it's like there may be things from the past, like echoes. Feels like echoes to me, and I'm getting that word echo from what has completed. You may have come out of a bad situation with a person or not a good work environment, like a toxic work environment, something like that, or something came to completion in a family situation. It feels like you aren't trusting that the nightmare is over, right? Or the worst part of it is over. And there's still a little anxiety. But we'll get clarifications. Maybe there'll be some energies to help break that up. In your place of power, in your place of empowered being, you have the Two of Cups. There is a partner or someone rather close to you. It could be a sibling, could be a parent, partner, a friend that has a whole lot of love for you. I feel like you would call this person your confidant, your rock, the person that keeps you from floating, downstream at a rapid pace, just going into chaotic energy. This person grounds you, this person helps you, this person loves you, this person is there for you. And that's beautiful energy. They really help you align with your own power and stay embodied. In your advice and support section, you get the Four of Cups. This is about contemplating your emotional state. I do see the thought energies in the 8 and 9 of Swords being all kind of mixed up and mentally exhausting. And then you're also being asked to look at your emotional state here and pay attention to that. I think it's because they're working through the sadness or the distrust or mistrust or whatever energies come with this closure. You are really going to feel re-energized. You are really going to, more and more as the month of September progresses, you're going to feel better and better. Sparks of motivation and inspiration are going to start coming in for you. In your environment, you get the Page of Pentacles. It may feel like something is very slow going, especially like in the material world or with your finances. Manifestation is taking place, and it's a very we're laying the foundation, Pisces. The foundation is being laid. So manifestation is taking place. It may not be as quickly as you would like it to be. It may not be flowing quite like you want it to be, but that's because we need the foundation. In your case, we need the riverbanks carved out, right? There's a process here. There's an evolutionary process here in your environment. So be sure to be aware of that. Be sure that there is a natural progression here, and that it's normal to feel this way when you're coming out of one cycle and entering into the next chapter, right, or the next book. In your hopes and fears, you have the Three of Pentacles. Will I make new friends again? Will I be able to repair collaborations or things that fell apart? Will I be able to bring them back together? Can I work together with this new group of people or this new environment that I'm in? There's some fear there, but there's also the energy of collaboration and teamwork. And I'm getting the phrase like many hands make light work. Many hands make light work. And that's your hope. You want to really work together with other people where your talent and expertise can be highlighted, but so can theirs. It's like you're looking for a much more balanced energy than what you've experienced in the past. In the potential outcome, you get the Knight of Wands. Now, this is a very adventurous energy. I think at some point with all this re-energization, and sorry, my ear is itching. I got an itchy ear, Pisces. There might be a message you're supposed to listen to and you're not quite hearing it. I don't know if it's from me, or watch for some message that repeats. It could be something I say and then you hear it again somewhere else. Whew, make sure you listen for it, because I got that itchy ear. You're going to feel re-energized. You're going to feel that sense of energy, that energy flow back in, that sense of being full of energy, action, adventure. You could be traveling. You could be kind of having a reset, some sort of reset button, maybe going on a retreat or something like that. Let's go ahead and clarify. There's a lot of energy here. Cycles, big cycles. When we look at big cycles ending and moving into new ones, there's just so much that takes place, right? So we're going to try to see if we can weed through a little of this. So for the cycle ending, you get the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. You have a lot of determination and also clarity about moving forward with, a much more, I want to say, uninfluenced mental state. I feel like someone or something was just having a an effect of mental like pressure, and it was exhausting you mentally. And this looks like you are moving forward out of this cycle with a lot more balance, with a lot more opportunity in your environment to be able to interact with people in a much more balanced way. So there is definitely something here that looks a lot more, it looks like you'll be able to give. You'll be able to give back. I don't think in your previous experience you were able to give back. So this could mean some money coming in for you, some resources. Someone may have helped you through this cycle ending and you would like to give back to them, and you're very determined to do that. You're very determined. You're very determined also to really always move forward in relationships and situations that are more equal and balanced. Let's look at this Magician challenging you here. Let's see what's going on with that. The Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so in this whole process where you're alchemizing all the energies from the old and alchemizing your way into the new, and you're kind of finding that path, it may feel like you're stumbling a bit, or at times you have to pause and kind of take a step back and look at where you're headed and make sure you're still on the path you want to be on to move forward, that you're nurturing the right kind of energies here. And there may be also this challenge of you have to maybe stop and make money. So you could be working toward your dream, but you need to stop and like you have to Uber or do something to kind of pull some money and resources in while you're working toward your dream. So all of this could have to do with the cycle and the way you think about things and the way you have to navigate this energy. Let's look at this Nine of Cups in your needed focus area, because this is all about having gratitude, being able to list out the things you're proud of and really like acknowledge that. I think sometimes we forget to celebrate things when good things happen, even if they're little things, and that energy can bank upon itself and expand and expand and expand. For some of you, this might be taking a look at your Jupiter energies and what sign is connected to that, what house energy for Jupiter. In your Nine of Cups, you get the Knight of Pentacles and the Tower. Oh my. Pisces, I think part of this needed focus is trusting your relationship with money. I feel like this just came up for the last reading I did. I think it was Aquarius. Came up for them as well. Like your relationship to money, maybe it was Libra actually, but your relationship to money and to material wealth is important here. The Tower is here because I think part of this cycle that's closed out for you has been where you would like get money and as soon as it came in, it was gone, right? There's a lot of that. This Knight of Pentacles, he wants to hold on. He wants to hold off. He's not going to spend his money right away. He's going to recognize it. He's going to have gratitude for it. He's going to not need to throw it toward the mortgage or toward the rent or toward a utility. This is about having that disposable income, that overflow. And in the past, I feel like you haven't really had that chance to relate to really build a relationship with money. So even if you have the opportunity to set aside $5 or $10, just put it into a savings and build your relationship with that. Imagine what that would look like if it were $100,000 and what you could do with that. Begin building that relationship with it. Take a small action that feels comfortable to you and then see what you can do with it from there, because you haven't really had the chance before, it looks like. Or you were influenced by someone, or maybe you made the choice to kind of flagrantly spend, or you bought something and now you're looking at it like, why did I ever spend money on that? I mean, I've done that before where I've like thought I needed something and I really didn't. This is about you being more trusting in your own decisions around money and forming a stronger relationship with it. And that way you'll feel good about your accomplishments and what you're doing. The Eight of Swords in the past is clarified by the Eight of Swords again and the Six of Swords. I feel like at some point you had a lot of negative self-talk going on within yourself, to the point where you actually realized you were just bringing yourself down. You realized it wasn't really aligned with your Piscean energy. It did not allow you to flow at all. It just kept you locked down and like a prisoner to your own thoughts. And you decided to let go of those energies. It may have felt like, and this may have actually manifested into the physical world, where it felt like you had to take a step back. Like, for example, maybe you had to, and this is just a perception, right, and a judgment, but like, you had a house and you owned a house, you had to sell the house, and now you're in an apartment, and you feel like it's a step back, but actually it's helping you on a different path. It's more like a boomerang is what I see. Like maybe you feel like you had to go back, but it's just so you can go forward again. And that's what you're showing me has maybe happened. Maybe if there was a divorce or a breakup or something, there was some sort of move and a house did have to be sold and the people went their separate ways, something like that. I feel like you were really hard on yourself before, but you're learning that does not serve you, that does not help you, that does not move you to the next level. Let's see what this Nine of Swords is clarified by. The Star and the Four of Cups. This is interesting, Pisces, and I think that it's through the filter or the shadow or the veil of the anxiety of the Nine of Swords or feeling hopeless. You have wishes, you have dreams, you have desires, but I see the universe offering you those, or offering you those opportunities, or something that will snowball into that, and I see you not really paying attention to it. And I think it's because you can't see it through that filter of anxiety, of anguish and hopelessness, through that thought form. So that may be an area where you need to do a little bit of work on yourself, a little bit of shadow aspect, and I'm getting for some of you, this is letting yourself love you as much as you love others in your life. So as much as you love your kids or your partner or your friends or your siblings, as much as you love, as you hold for them, you need to hold that love for yourself as well. Because why? Why do you need to hold that love for yourself? Because you deserve it, and because you are worthy of it, and because your energies are so valuable in the world. Your sign is literally the shaman, and I feel shamanic energies with your greater being. Those of you who are listening right now, I feel shamanic energies. Do you know what that means? That means that you are a master and you are skilled at uniting the spiritual and the physical. You literally have the capacity to be a channel for bringing in a new reality. That is big. And I know that's a tall order. And I know maybe that seems overwhelming at times, but also you are such a dynamic water sign. You can move in and out of these energies. You know what it's like to go upstream. You know what it's like to go downstream. And there's a lot of a sense here of like, you're just not giving yourself enough credit. You're not having gratitude for what you've accomplished and pride in that. And so you have this Two of Cups coming up here in your power and embodiment. It's some sort of partnership. It's someone. There's at least one person in your life you can talk to and celebrate with. I'm getting the Lovers here and the Strength card. I feel like this person has been your strength, but you also need to know how strong you are. And through your love with them, for them, and the togetherness, you feel like, oh, you know, they're always the strong one. They're always the rock. They're always my kind of guide stone, what I come back to. And there may be this little twinge of guilt that you have there about, well, when do I get to be strong for them? But it's because of who you are and your dynamic shamanic capabilities that this person loves you. They don't actually need you to be the rock. They need you to swim. They need you to flow. They need you to unite heaven and earth. That's what they need. They don't need the rock. You need the rock, and you're deserving of it. There's a lot of energies of like, you're so deserving and the universe wants to gift you these things. But there's this belief of like, well, I don't deserve it. And you know, I'm not surprised. When we're closing out large cycles, it's hard. There's a letting go process here. So we gotta have grace for you here, Pisces. You gotta gift yourself grace in this change. Let's look at this Four of Cups in your advice and support. You get the Seven of Cups and the Hierophant. Remember I said advice and support, there's going to be energies coming in that help you get your spark back, kind of help you light back up again. These energies are coming from within you. That's what's beautiful. The Hierophant is all about your inner spiritual authority. This is very grounded energy. It's energy of change, yes, but it's also very grounded. So it's natural change. It's a natural progression. And through that, ignited again, choices are going to open up to you. That's why I really want you to work on trusting yourself to flow, trusting yourself with money, because choices are going to be opening up to you, leading from your heart. Leading your decisions from your heart. Really, what is your heart calling you to? Not making a decision from the mind, because you're still working on closing out some of those mental energies. This is more of you making the decision as the shaman from the heart. Your heart will tell you. Some of you too, now I'm burping and I feel like I need to thymus tap a little to get things moving. Some of you may be suffering from like heartburn or GERD or something like that, and it might be time to get yourself something to help. You know, natural papaya can help. I know it sounds strange, but pineapple has the kind of acid that is good for your stomach, and maybe eating a little pineapple, apple cider vinegar. You have to do what's best for you. You have to consult, you know, a professional on that, but there may be an option, a natural option for some of you to explore with that. Okay, now I'm better. In your environment, you have this Page of Pentacles. This is about, you know, how do I manifest this? How do I manifest forward with a foundation when I'm kind of this flow sign? It's challenging for me with the Five of Wands, but you have the High Priestess here. So there's a natural innate wisdom that you have that goes along with your flow state, okay? And it's because you're able to go around boundaries, limitations, obstacles so well that yes, they may be challenging, and yes, it may seem slow going at times, but this is worthy of your journey here. This is worthy of your travels. You are worthy of this experience here. So there may be something challenging you right now, but you definitely have the wisdom to overcome it. And not because of this partner or person that supports you, it's because of yourself. In your hopes and fears, you had the Three of Pentacles. Am I going to have a team again? Am I going to feel like I can collaborate with others or even different aspects of myself? You get the Devil and the Knight of Swords. On the one hand, this could indicate a Capricorn energy coming in for you as you know, a friend or a partnership or an earth sign energy. And also, Pisces doesn't do well with control. They don't do well with being controlled, and they're not a very controlling sign in their light and when they're in their dignified energies. In your shadows and your fears, you may have a little bit of a control issue that you're trying to let go. It may be connected to this cycle ending. It may be connected to you trying to be someone that you're not, or you trying to hold some sort of energies that just aren't natural to you, even though they might be good intended, you know, good-natured, well-intended energies. They're not your energies. So with the Knight of Swords coming in, I really feel like you're cutting through that fear. You're really putting some action toward working through that fear, doing some shadow work here maybe, and I think that's really going to help you here. Pisces is the kind of sign I would say you're constantly going to be, because of the shamanic channeling abilities that you have, you're always going to be doing shadow work. There's always things to vet out, because the work you're doing is so important. Your energies are so important here. Let's look at this Knight of Wands in the potential outcome. You get the Ace of Pentacles and the Hangman. Well, there's your new beginning. There's your new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. It's a practical, beautiful, material world, new beginning, new job, new opportunity. It's adventurous, it's fun, action-oriented, passionate energies here. And it is going to turn your worldview upside down, Pisces. You literally, through the application of your shamanic energies and really getting in alignment with that and really staying clear with that, you're going to have this whole new worldview. So coming out of the completion with the World card and into this new cycle is going to bring you a whole new perspective on things. And I think it's going to be much more aligned with your shamanic nature. So you are literally aligning the inner shaman. I'm not going to lie, this is hard work. Your energies have really, I get it. There are times, there are days you're probably like, I don't even want to get out of bed. Not fun, right? But there is plenty of power and promise and adventure here in the energies. Keep showing up. Keep showing up, because you're aligning the inner shaman. That's what's happening. Aligning the inner shaman. That's going to be the title of this. Pisces, let's get you a card from the Angel Dreams Oracle. Now, I'm explaining that a lot of the cards in here aren't angelic. They're more symbolic and colors and situations and environments and things like that. Stones even. But the way I work with angelic energies is they are energies not of some archangel outside of us, but they are energies that are within us, that are possibilities that we can tune into and bring forth in the world. So that's what we're asking for here with this angel dreams, even if it's something that arises from the subconscious. Pisces, you got dandelion, vitality, empowerment, and perseverance. So I've just said in your reading, it's all about aligning with your inner shaman. And there's going to be days where you don't want to get up, where you feel like I can't do it today. And I'm not saying don't rest, but I'm saying through perseverance, through continuing to show up, for surrounding yourself every minute that you can with situations that increase your vitality and the people that make you feel empowered. You don't owe them anything. They like doing this for you. Someone wants to be there for you. There's at least one person in this reading that wants to be there for you, and they don't expect anything in return. Allow yourself to receive that support so that you can build this foundation where you're aligning with your inner shaman and you can do the work that you were born to do and meant to do. Pisces, enjoy a dandelion here, and you can kind of work with that energy. There's also dandelion tea that might be good for you. Check it out, see what resonates with you. But I thank you so much for joining this reading, and I can't wait to see you next time.